Hey everybody, this is Cat Games, and welcome back to Crossout Test Server. And today we got the elephant cannon for you guys to test, comparing it to a fat man and an mammoth. Uh, I'm saying mammoth because there are some interesting stuff with the elephant that I'll be going into in a second. But first, let's go and put some damage tests through and fire rate tests. So that's gonna be my first thing to point out, because in the initial video I did some assumptions based on the stats of these, and if I can get these to point a line, 131, 126 on these guns. However, the fat man cycles through shots way quicker than the elephant does. And you will especially notice it when you actually power out the echo. It will be basically at some point it just fires an extra shot in comparison, and that is also because of the perk, and it will become because of that perk it will become even more extreme if you add Colossus to this. So let's put that thing on here. And then I will show you guys how much that actually starts to make a difference. So that's without the perk. Now let's activate the perk. And the Fatman basically cycles 4 shots by the time the elephant does the 3. So because of that, the 131 versus 126 is going to be less of a difference. So in terms of damage output, these two are very similar. Health, 692 versus 730, and this one of course has the damage resistant perk, which does make it much more durable than the Fatman. However, it is also much larger. And here we're going to get into an issue. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the current firing angles of this elephant are quite limited. And it is a turret cannon, guys. So I'm gonna give you a second or two for you to figure it out why it is actually not capable of turning to the right here. Or actually to the left, sorry. It is because this back here is getting blocked off. If I move it out to right here, I do get a full firing angle. However, if I even just put it in 1, you can see how much limited it becomes. It comes both left and right. You guys can see here. And that is because if you compare it to the Fat Man here, it has a 4x4 grid as a base, missing the corners, but it sticks out one block here, one block here, one block there, and one block in the front, and then of course the barrel. So it's just one block away from the wall. The elephant, even though you can put it one block away from the wall here, it needs to be a full 3 blocks away from the rear wall. It does got a slightly bigger base, so you can connect it up on the corner, so like this. So that's one thing you can do with the elephant you cannot do with the fat man. But you do have this rear limiting factor here. And that said, we're gonna go on to our next test, which is gonna be a quite simple test in that we are gonna put these guns on a little tower like this, and then put a little tower right there. And basically we're gonna test how quickly these guys are gonna be rotating. Elephant. And then Fat Man. For good measure, I'm just gonna make sure that they cannot go over the thing. And we're gonna first put them all the way over to the left here. And it does seem that the Fat Man is gonna be slower than the elephant. So we're gonna lock him, and we're gonna just point it straight ahead and see which gun is faster. And that's a clear winner for the elephant. So the elephant is more responsive. Again, it is larger, does have more health to compensate for it, so it feels more like it compensates for its increased size really than anything else. But we're not there yet, guys. There's one feature to the elephant cannon that none of the other turret cannons have, which is gonna make it unique, and this is gonna be the feature for why you want to get it, other than just it being large. Although actually it has two unique features. But the important one is you can rotate it sideways, guys. This is so cool. I'm really, really happy with how that looks. And also, do I have to point out how smooth that looks? Not sure if I have to, but that looks so smooth, guys. And I think we can actually smooth it out. This is actually something that I have not tested yet, but you can make it look almost fully smooth there. Not entirely, but getting there. But anyways, the second unique feature of this gun is its velocity. So, that's the wrong button. We're gonna go out here. And you can actually, by the way, notice the accuracy lines. The small one is the one of the elephant, and the big one is the one of the fat man. So this cannon is more accurate. But do you notice how the elephant shot, the left one that's now is slightly higher? It has less bullet drop, and it hits faster. It has the same bullet drop because gravity will remain gravity, but the amount of it still drops the same per second, but it drops less per meter distance, giving it a flatter trajectory. However, it is not the same as cannons like the tsunami. So, like compared to the tsunami will win this one. So, if we can go a little bit out here, this is basically the longest range shot that we got, and you will notice that clearly the tsunami wins. The Tsunami and Typhoon do have equal velocity, but the Elephant has a faster velocity than any other cannon than those two. But the way that the rear works and the way how large it is going to have some major implications when you want to try to build with these. So I gave it a shot, and I came up with this inverted build. It's Colossus, and it has an Echo and a Colossus. And I want to show you guys another change here with Desert Valley. This is, at least it is on the dev server, but I think it's also on the normal server now, but I'm not 100% sure. But they changed the lighting here, and it is quite pretty. It's way less bright than it used to be, and the dark gritty does like casting those long shadows of those vertical walls makes this map look way better than it used to. Anyways, don't mind me oversteering shit ton, by the way, guys. There's a lot of weight in this spot, which is kind of hard to account for. And these guns do sound pretty nice. Not as nice as the Typhoon, but still pretty good. And there goes the rear of that guy. Wow. That feels nice. Nope, no targeting me. There goes guns. It feels like these guys have very small explosion radius, but a pretty good damage. Like solid damage, but a smaller explosion radius than the other cannons. Cannot confirm that because, of course, that's got to be really intensive testing, and it's really hard to really say for sure. Like a lot can be set to randomness, but the damage output is pretty good. Gonna activate the reload speed increase. So the reload speed does help because if you fire more shots, the damage resistance perk becomes active for longer. Boom. Okay, even and I are the only ones left, and they still have 4 players. Wow. Don't know what the Irish were doing this today, but that was whatever they did. It was not good. And they have 4 shrines left as well, so it's gotta be their team for this time. I'm not gonna win this one. Bleep. Be calm, Sandra. Don't mind me. I have 4 shots to kill 4 people, guys. Come on. I'm not gonna win this one. Unless they're all like, well, all the others are weaker, even weaker. There's what health they got left on this one. Well, base captured. Didn't even notice the base was that far to the edge, but oh well. Gonna give it one more turf test here. And I think that's gonna be it for this video, other than this one last match. So the ones that really want to came to hear my opinion of these guns, I do like them. They're interesting, but they're bulky as hell. So it's more challenging to build around these as I initially expected them to be. I expected to be able to grab a Fatman based build and then just plop these on, but that's really not the case here. They are not an upgrade to the Fatman. It is really a different weapon entirely, which does make it more exciting. Because if it was just like a pack Fatman, it wouldn't be interesting at all. There we go. Disarmed Kenneth. Do boom. Where's our next target? Here it is. As long as you fire first, or not. I guess I'm not firing first. Then I can handle the damage resistance here. Guns are getting damaged here, though. In this setup, wow. AIs don't work here to my armor. Oof. Okay, that's impressive. That was a lot of cannon rounds to be able to shred a Goliath off my side. Wow, these actually have hammerfalls. Damn. That's why they're so painful. But it does look like our team is cleaning up now. So that should be fine. Oh, that's not me. Come on. Drive towards him, yes. There we go. So yeah. That was the elephant, everyone. And I will actually check whether it was a pack, yeah. Yep, here it is, guys. Guess I should be showing this. There will probably be people that have closed off. This is something I just realized. And because of that, that's why I didn't get to say it earlier. So test drive this little fella. We do got a scope right in the front there. Doesn't seem to really have any unique armor parts. We do got the unique lock in the back. Okay, we got a heavy engine. Only rare. So let's see. We will get the 2 tracks. We got the tactical lock, carapace, which is around 900 coins if when I last checked. forest camo, and the material quartz. Quartz is also a paint that is from the original Carapace pack. The Will-O-Wisp will luckily remain unique. They're gonna be, so we got the number 34, the text over there, and then these two stickers here. Some decent pieces of APC armor. Those are pretty nice to have. But we do get one 6x2 frame, but it's not really anything too interesting. Yep, that's about it that's in there. So if you want to compare it to the original pack, this is the Immortal Warrior pack. Originally, it had the aforementioned Quartz, Will-O-Wisp, Simple Fat Man, 2 armor tracks, Carapace, the scope is, as well, but it had worse, it did have a generator, but like worse decor items. They got it 2 big fuel tanks in the back, which are no longer there on the Ryzen. Fresh blood pack, huh? Carapace is still the same as usual. Sadly, they did not give it an epic upgrade, so it remains rare. And they do say is like, uh, he upgraded Wisdom Famous Tank Revenant. That's what it says. It is interesting that they actually say, yeah, okay, it is an upgrade from that one. So it looks like they are bringing, it will look like a new cycle of packs, which is kind of annoying, like, taken that they're already, like, recently they brought in the new pack, they, like, cycled all out the old packs and bring new ones in with the EX, Beater, etc. And they also introduced, like, pretty overpowered tracks, and the Capcan, which are, well, the Capcan especially is a staple in Clan Wars. Instead of them adding them to track trees, Capcans are still mostly fine, but then, like, okay, another staple one is, of course, then, well, Capcans are mostly fine, but only on that pack. But on the Trantlia, of course, we got the really good cabin. We got the War Machines cabin. We got the Bullies cabin, the Corridas cabin. Like, all of those are already really good. And then they're adding all the new Horsemen of Big Apocalypse packs. And now they're coming up with yet another set of packs. I don't know. Like, is this gonna be a one-off, or are they gonna reintroduce the Tramp, Fenrir, Born to Fly packs? Those are the main other ones. Actually, I'm still missing. Yeah, here it is. Fenrir. Those cannons are pretty old, uh, and they're not really used a lot. And a lot of people want to see them increase to to epic instead of rare. And in terms of that, I'm not sure how to feel about these changes. I do like the new item, and I just hope that the spec will not be all too expensive. So I can check the shop, but I don't think it will be in here yet. Yeah, it says I have purchased it already, so I can actually not actually see the price. So yeah, it is. It says 1,500 coins, and then the pack. And I do have to say, it seems about like 1,500 coins does seem to come like across like one of the 30 euro packs. So here you see another 1,500 coins for the Horseman of the Apocalypse. And Horseman Apocalypse does seem to have a better value if you look at, well, I mean, you do have only 3 epics, but then 2, 3, 4, 6, 10 functional rares that are not Decker. So 10 rares, 3 epics. And if you compare that to this thing has a mere uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 functional rares and 3 functional epics. Like, I'm not counting Decker in this again. This one, I mean, this one does get better, slightly better Decker, I guess. Tactical Lock is pretty nice. But at the same time, here you have 3 rares and 2 commons, and then also these legendary ones, which I actually missed out when I was counting. So that actually never mind about those. You have less stickers. I mean, you're getting a bunch of commons here as well, but the commons are generally not even nearly as useful as these legendary ones. So that pretty much sums everything up. Like, I hope it will be like 25, but I doubt it because with 25 they had that yeah, this the drive pack. It's 25 euros, so you got 1250 coins, and this is 1500 coins, just like the Corrida, the Horseman, different Horseman packs. The Pandemic pack also 1500 coins. Midgar also 1500 coins, so it's a really strong indicator. It's gotta be 30 bucks. But that's it. I do hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It is definitely an interesting new item, but overall the pack really isn't anything exciting because they could just as well have given it a little bit more value in either like giving it a better engine. Maybe you could even give it an epic engine and it would still be fine in terms of value because you have less rares in return, or uh, perhaps add a generator and a radar detector or something like that in that valley, because you have a pretty large valley in there. But yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.